And welcome back to your 15th C++ tutorial. In this tutorial, I will walk you through how to create completely a multifunction calculator, a basic calculator though, but it'll be multifunction. You'll be able to add, divide, multiply, and subtract two numbers. So first, we need to declare two numbers. So like the last video, we'll just call them A and B, okay? And now we want to see out to the screen, we want to say, please enter in let's say the first number, okay, and let's have a CN because we want the user to be able to select. Okay, this is going to be an interactive calculator. Nothing's going to be hard coded as far as values go, you know. Okay, so enter in the first number, they're going to enter in A. Now let's just copy this just to make it easier on ourselves. Enter in, let's just say the second number, okay? Well, the second number is going to be stored as variable B. Okay, and let's say cout, let's end the line. And you know what? I'm going to show you a different way to end the line. If you want to, an easier way that takes up less space to end the line, you can actually do a \n. Now this is the backslash that's between the backspace and the enter key. Also the key that has the vertical line if you hold shift down. And if you use this \n, you don't actually have to write end L and have an extra insertion operator. You can actually just put this right in with your text, but it has to be inside quotes because C++, it reads your sentence and then it checks to see if you have any \ns and then it'll end the line if you do. So let's just say please, or we'll say, okay, I got your numbers, and would you like to, we'll just say select an option below. Okay, now let's end this line. Okay, remember we don't have to have end L because it ends the line by doing it that way. Alright, so now we're going to output the menu. Okay, we need to output a menu, and basically what this is going to do is say A, and then we're going to have addition. Okay, but we want to end the line because we want to have one option on each line just so it's neater looking. Okay, so let's go ahead and copy this, and we're going to have D is for division. We're going to have, you know what, let's have S subtraction, and now let's have M for multiplication. I know this might be kind of boring, but alright, and D will be for division. Alright, division. Okay, so now, you know what, as you noticed, I forgot my double quotes again. Usually I don't forget my double quotes. I don't know why I am, but alright, at least I'm catching it. So I want to actually skip two lines, and you can have as many of these, just like you can have as many end L's, you just put them right after another. So we're going to have two end of lines. Okay, so now we're going to, well, now what we want to do is we want to go to the top and we want to say, okay, we're going to have a character variable called selection, okay? Now, let's go down here and have the person enter in, how do I want this to be shown? Actually, I only want to skip one line. And I want to see out, just for readability, okay, so what it's going to do is it's going to print this right below division, and then their choice is going to come up right after it. So we're going to have selection, so that grabs the selection from the user input. Okay, so now the switch statement would definitely come in handy here because it's either going to be A, S, M, or D. Okay, so let's have switch selection. Okay, open, close curly braces, and then let's just build a little template. I like to build templates when I'm coding by myself. Just saves a lot of time. Okay, let me just okay, so this will be, actually, you know what? Let me change this to case and then case. And basically what this will do, and then we'll have break. So basically it'll be like the capital letter and then the lowercase letter. So let's copy this, copy 3, 4, and then now we need our, oops, this didn't copy right. Case, okay. So now we need our default. I know it may look a little confusing right now, but once we start filling in stuff, it'll look a little better. And now for the default, you have to have a semicolon even if you have nothing. Well, let's just go ahead and write, you've entered an invalid selection. Please try again later. Okay. And let's end the line. Okay, so we want to have case, well, since this is going to be a char the selection is a char variable type, and I'm sorry this is getting kind of long. I realized this program was going to be so long. Let's just go ahead and write A for lowercase, capital A, and then we have S. So we want to have lowercase s, and then we want to have capital S. And then we want to have M, lowercase, capital M, and then we want to have D. And remember, this is the starting point, and then it'll go all the way through. If you don't understand any of this, please go back a couple tutorials. I explain it in depth completely, and if you've watched it and don't understand, try watching it again or post a comment, and I'll try to help you out as best as I can. So let me go ahead and add in a space before the break statement because we're going to have other stuff. So what we're going to do, instead of having answer like in the last tutorial, we're actually going to do the computation inside the output. So basically we're going to have cout, and we're going to have A, and then we're going to have a plus, and then we're going to have B, the actual variable. Oops. Equals. And we're going to write A plus B. And then we're going to end the line. Okay, so what's going to happen is it's going to show what we entered in for A, and then it's going to have a plus sign, which doesn't do anything, it's just for looks. Then it's